All right.
Z was a ghost. Are we live? Are we back? We're gonna treat it as we're live, y'all. We're back.
We might
Technical
be back.
issues. Hopefully. Fine is in the mail. I don't check my mailbox. There we go. There we go. Yeah, we had some technical difficulties, folks. Again, we're doing this live. There's always a chance for it. The internet is always unpredictable, but we bear with it, and the show must go on. I know these guys are ready to get back in it. The adrenaline probably still pumping up. I don't think so. I saw a couple of guys crashed. So
We're still in
again,
ads for some of these people coming back, so you might want to wait for like 10 seconds because the pre-roll ads are turned on in Twitch.
it's like I said, we got to roll with the punches, ladies and gentlemen. I know they're ready to get back into it. Just a little bit of confusion, but we're ironing out the details. Like I said, we've got to get back into this controlled chaos that we've got, as I dub it.
Well, they're all readied up for Stormbreak. We're just waiting to start. Welcome back to the fall 2025 MSI Metalstorm Invitational. We're currently waiting on the next round of Death on Demand versus the Grim Reapers. DOD sweeping over at Crucible 2-0 against the Grim Reapers.
Yeah, right now they have the advantage again. They're trying to decide who's going to be moving on to face the Dark Knights in the next set. As you have stated before, the loser of this set will be moving on for the tiebreaker. So again, only 3 can move on to the playoffs that we will have next week. So again, we're still fighting over these last 2 spots.
Well, this isn't the last chance for either of these teams. If DOD pulls off a win at Stormbreak again, then they will move on to face the Dark Knights, and the loser of this match will go on to face Deviant. So here we go.
Before we get into that, again, back to Stormbreak. DOD coming in with the advantage in the set so far. Grim's backs are against the wall, and that is a scary place to be across the field from because they're in desperation mode now. So let's see what adaptations they're bringing to the field. I believe they swapped 2 of the pilots, but they kept the same plane. So again, let's see what big difference that's going to make.
If any. Maybe it'll make no difference. Maybe it'll make a big difference. Tough to say.
We've got volleys, though. 31 getting painted, 3 away at him. J20 finds a strike with 1. Oh,
he's down.
Finds him.
Big Muffin taking out the MiG-31 of the DOD team.
Bird Dog first death of the DOD team. Now it's 4-on-5. J20 going back up. I believe he's rearmed as well. Faster flares out. He shakes that 1. Now it looks like DOD is holding up their side of that middle terrain there, just daring anybody to cross that line of scrimmage, as we would call it there. Trying to bait them over, but I don't think Grim is taking the bait. They're staying stonewalled in their positions.
Always better to use cover and save those flares for when you really need them.
F-16 grabbing the ammo, now refreshed. Necro moving around, trying to find a target, but staying evasive and out of the way of that Frogfoot that I know would love to get a bite of that F-16.
I think any one of these teams would love to get a bite of that F-16.
F-16 might be in a bad spot, but he's got the terrain as his friend's Necro gets out of the way first. Frogfoot's in a bad spot, though. As he goes down, I believe he caught the terrain.
I heard a nuke. Dom. Where was the boom shakalaka? There it is.
Dom taking out Pop with the nuke there. Big Bay taking out Dom. Dom taking out Big Bay as well as they trade. Now it's a 1-on-2 situation. situation there.
1 on 3.
1 on 3, oh, excuse me. Radio in a bad spot, and the Raptor, he's running for his life from that ADV.
Gonna get away. There's the health right there. He's probably not gonna go for it.
Disruptors out.
We got 2 Reapers on the other end of that.
They're
And can't pull it off. Too many guns chasing him.
Too many guns from too many directions. 20 seconds there as Grim gets the first win of the match. Bird Dog going straight up again in that Foxhound. He's got to be able to stay out there. Last time he got taken out in that J20 volley. Again, mistiming on the faster players can prove disastrous, but again, we know both of these guys know what they're doing in these planes. It's just all about the opportunity.
They're definitely drawing his fire with that ADV so that the J20 can get his missiles off. That last one glanced indirect hit.
140 damage indirect on that 5th missile there, expending all of those faster players there. Bird's going to have to come down and get more ammo. Bird barely limping over there as well. He's got a sliver of health, but he'll make it. Now he's refreshed and refurbished back in the fight.
Big Muffin still going back up, receiving some incoming fire from that F3R of Pig Bay.
Trying to reach out to get him. If they stagger the missiles enough, they make him throw that faster player timing down, because again, both interceptors staying on top of those players. Frogfoot's looking. Scott even, he's hungry for somebody. Doesn't want to push in too far though. Frogfoot is a plane you don't want to have somebody get behind, but you definitely don't want to be in front of it either.
Especially not out with it loaded and ready to fire everything at its intended target.
Doug reaching out just a little bit and it proved disastrous. Bird got it. Misstep by Chug and the F1 there. Again, 1 rocket's all it takes for those light fighters there. F1 down. That's a 4-on-3 situation.
Oh, there's a nuke, but not going to be able to get around to use it.
Nickerson, not this time. He didn't want to feel the sting of that nuclear capability.
3 on 2. Oh, that one got around and Nick popped right in the butt.
Oh, the angles on that, the angles just squeaking by that terrain. We got 25 seconds left in this round, though. Still 3-on-2 situation right now. 20 seconds left to decide it. That J20 may be trying to line himself up to get that overtime ring. DOD with the advantage now. Got 10 seconds to decide it. We've got 5, 4, 3, 2,
J20.
1. Pop lining himself up. He might have the run at it.
Where's
and he
the
might
J20?
be the closest if he can make it.
J20's
there. He's got the ring. Pop got the ring. Nobody there to contest him with. Grim was just pushed too far off, and now it's 1-1 in the match, y'all. It's tied up. Let's go.
1 elimination, 1 ring cap here at Stormbreak. Tying it up, DOD versus Grim Reapers. Grim taking the first round, DOD taking the second. This is it for the marbles on Stormbreak.
Again, I want to point out that is now the second time today that an attacker plane was the one to grab the overtime rings. So again, unlikely culprits getting in there, but they squeaked in there just in time to get it. But Bird's in trouble now. Oh no! Big Muffin takes him down. The Rockets found their home.
DOD's gonna have to deal with not having an interceptor now for this match.
Cranking down on 2 minutes and 10 seconds left. Again, no interceptor to mirror that J20 across the field. These guys are going to have to adapt and come up with a different game plan here in the middle scene, maybe to try to bait them in and win this war of attrition. Chug, again, sticking closer to that terrain than he was the last time. He doesn't want to get get a wing there from an interceptor rocket. Well, the interceptor's off, but any other rockets there trying to find him. Oh, 22 eats one. He reached out just a little too far there, but he's got the armor to get him back, but he is limping.
And he's got the ground cover. The one thing that the missiles can't do is go through the mountain.
Pig Bay out there patrolling his area in the F3. Still 4 on 5 now, cranking down on 1 minute and 10 seconds left. Are these teams close to making a push, or are they going to wait out for the ring once again and make it a race? I don't know. A lot at stake here, a lot at stake here. 60 seconds.
Still got 1 minute left until that ring cap. Still anybody's game. 5 on 4. Only the Grim Reapers have an interceptor.
J20 trying to reach out. Now, it seems that DOD sticking close to that terrain, trying to nullify that J20 as much as they can. Again, not having that mirror on the field is going to have to push them down. And here we go. We've got merges happening.
DOD down to 2.
Radio takes out Dom. 2 on 3 situation now. Necro running.
20
He's got
seconds
the ADV.
left.
Necro takes out Chug. It's now 2 on 2 with 10 seconds left. Who is going to get the ring, folks? J20.
Looks like J20's up high, lining himself up with 4 seconds
Lining
left.
up. He's diving. Who's going to get it?
Here comes the ring.
Overtime
There it
ring
is.
there. J20 lined
the
up.
J20.
Just in time.
Crashing at the end, can't even get clear. So
Wow.
Grim Reapers pulling it off at Stormbreak. Moving us to countdown.
Moving
Let's
us
go.
back to countdown, folks. We've got a back and forth going. That one was down to the wire. J20 lining up just right at the end of that match. Ares again, MVP spot in the ADV. Necro right behind him in second place. Sky Demon in third. And we've now got a tie set. Again, back to countdown. Let's get it on. Drop the hype in the chat, folks. Let's get it.
It'll be interesting to see because not only is this is only our second time at Countdown today, it's the first time we're going to see a J20 at Countdown. Should be a fun match, just like these other two have been here at Crucible and Stormbreak. Let's see if DOD wants to swap out anything this time.
Yes, they do have the opportunity to swap a person playing or mods. Will they bring anybody else in, or are they set in their ways? Again, it proved victorious for them in the first rounds. That map change again to the wire there. I don't think there was any kind of big problems that they had, so I would not be surprised if they stay comfortable with what they have, but we'll see. We will see.
Losing their interceptor early on in that match really did make a difference at the end, because you have all the speed and all the distance with the J20, and it's very difficult to lock on if all you have, you know, are short range missiles and they're swooping down on a ring cap. So it's going to be interesting. If I was DOD, I would just stick with what's working, and that's what it seems like they're going to do. We're going in to Countdown right here. DOD, Grim Reapers. This one of them's moving to match 7. One of them's moving to match 8 for the best of 5s. Who's it going to be?
Yeah, the winner of this seeing Dark Knights next. Either way, again, they've got a long road ahead of them, even if it is this last match, because they know what's waiting for them on the other side. But here we go. Muffin going up. Bird mirroring across the field. Interceptor on interceptor. Who is going to win this volley?
Just to clarify, the loser of this match is going to reappear in the next match against Deviant.
Now, one thing I did notice there with Big Muffin, again, the timing and rhythm of letting those rockets out, it seems like on that second missile, he let the lock sit there just a little bit longer. Yes, and that found its way through. Bird ate the wrong end of those missiles, but again, the rhythm of him launching that made a big difference there.
Looks like...
Oh, no, Ares!
No, Ares crashed!
Pigman getting the kill. Credit for that as Ares finds the terrain.
Still 4 on 2. 4 on 2. It looks like DOD down 3.
Oh, in a bad spot there. He's got somebody on a 6, 106 on there, so he gets sandwiched.
I would say that 106. Oh, there's the nuke. I didn't hear it, but I saw it go off.
Nuclear cloud surrounding the corpse of that 22 as radio goes down.
Grim.
Again, Grim, 1-0 in the match.
Like I said, a lot of times the maps make a big difference. Some of these teams practice more on one map than another, or just fly them better for some reason.
I mean, again, to give tips to some of these people with this interceptor play, notice, again, the rhythm of the missile launches from the J-20.
Oh, that J-20,
Again,
it's down!
but yeah, he goes down. This time, Bird was there a little bit quicker on the draw as that second missile finds its home. DOD now with the advantage, 5 on 4, now with 2 minutes, 15 seconds left.
4 on 3. They're dying quick.
F-16 at a bad spot, but Disruptor's trying to get him out. They're trying to reach to get him, but terrain will help him. 2 minutes left.
Radio creeping underneath those tubes, flying that thing as best he could, but he's had a lot of Reapers chasing him.
3-on-2 situation here. Aries in a bad spot in the ADV. Pigmay trying to reach him. He's limping. He's a one-hit. Oh, we got a nuke going off. 2-on-2 situation here. Aries in a bad spot though. F-16 trying to get away from him. Decoy is out. Trying to reach to get this Falcon in front of him.
He's the last man standing. They got 1 minute and 25 seconds. He's got to take out that F-16 before he can deal with that MiG-31.
Oh, we got a swap though. Necro getting behind him. 24 damage. He's barely limping.
Oh, now would not be a good time to crash.
A lot of time left on the clock. He's got 60 seconds to survive with, I would imagine, less than 10 health. That Foxhound high up in the air just waiting for him to get coverage, daring him to go after that health.
Well, it may not be the reactor that you wanted, but we got some tunnel action. Aries flying through, trying to get away.
Down. I think Necro is going on the hunt here as now Aries trying to filter his way back out, using the terrain there. Flying very riskily there. All it takes is a little bit of that rubble to reach out to get him, but he might be in a bad spot. He's still a little far from the help.
I don't know, man. I think he's going to make it.
Necro hot on the trail.
Yes. Oh, no. He's out.
DOD ties it up. 1-1. In the match.
Aries. Better performance from Aries in that second round than the first, where he's showing us how that ADV can actually make it through those tunnels really well.
Big Muffin going up once again. So far, it seems the deciding factor seemed to be these interceptors and who's winning this first battle so far. Again, very important in these first volleys.
Yeah, you definitely need your eyes in the skies on this map. It is a big map and lots of hiding places.
J-20 launching. He's got 2 outs. He's got 3 outs. One comes back. Oh, an indirect finds him. He finds a hit on him. Both are hurt.
So he's out of long range. MiG-31 diving down for missiles over there at the dam.
This is where that 360 look and shoot feature of the J-20 again sets it apart. It's able to look behind it, get that missile off to maybe get a lucky hit, but not going to find it this time.
DOD down 2 already, 3 on 5.
Oh, we got...
There's a nuke! Taking out Pop in the A4.
Big Muffin in trouble. Foxhound trying to reach out to get him. Oh, he had a missile coming back, though.
Only Pigmay left.
Pigmay goes down. No, Pigmay did not go down. He took out Big Muffin. Yes, the J-20 is down. Sole survivor Pigmay. Can he make it out? He's got 1:20 left. Now in Aries' spot from last match. He's going to have to survive.
F1 Su-25 left. That's a good place to be for Pigmay. That's grim. That's grim.
That would be Grim sealing the deal there with a head up with the Su-25. What is the podium looking like for this last set, Z-Man?
So that means that DOD is going to move on to our next match and face Deviant for a spot. And that's going to be a best of 5. And Grim Reapers will be facing the Dark Knights. Yet again, it's a repeat of the finals for the last MSI that we had. So the excitement never stops, but still, we must take breaks. We're going to do that, and when we come back, Deviant will face DOD in Match 7, Fall MSI 2025. Stay tuned.
I don't know. You said your CPU. What's your GPU look like? I don't know. You said your CPU. What's your GPU look like? Because you're getting a spike somewhere, and it's causing it to. Does it pop up with that little window? Yeah, is it popping up with that little pop up saying, "Would you like to keep streaming?" and all that shit? Is it giving you that message? The chat? Welcome back from the break, ladies and gentlemen. Coming off of that explosive last set, Graham toppling DOD and a nail biter. They're moving on. They will be facing their fellow squad members across the aisle, Dark Knights, next in the set. But before we get to the finals, we've got our now best of 5 sets, the tiebreaker for third place, DOD versus Deviants. We've got to get through these first to decide who's going to be the team taking this final spot. It's do or die here. Again, DOD versus Deviant. Drop your hype in the chat and let's try to get in here and start getting these picks and bans going. Z, how are we feeling so far again after that nail biter set we had last time?
Oh man, I'm still trying to recover. If you can't tell, I look a little tired, a little wired, a little bugged out. That was some crazy fly in there. Ares, Ares never ceased to impress me, man. First, like, he crashes, he comes back, he does all this maneuvering, gets killed, and then, you know, they still manage to squeak out a victory. Wow, so close. Amazing job by both teams, but now it's time to get hyped for Deviant versus Death on Demand. What do you think the picks and bans are gonna be? Like, it's already happening.
Yeah, the bans, again, looking like business as usual, set aside except for the last set. MiG-19, J-20 taken off the field. So, again, is it going to be the F3 or ADV for this first pick for Team Alpha?
ADV's pretty popular. I mean, the ADV's very well-rounded. Like you say, the Swiss Army knife of airplanes, so if you can pick it first, it's usually a good bet to pick.
Yes, it's got the maneuverability, it's got the weapons, and there you go. ADV again, prime first choice. It seems so far in this competition. Ace Faction again solidifying that pick. ADV goes to Deviant first. Now DOD gets 2.
DOD's 2 planes, so they can't pick a MiG-19. I'm probably gonna guess A4 and Rafale, but let's see what they pick.
Yeah, I'm guessing A4 and Rafale would definitely be 2 prime choices, but again, we have seen maybe the Aardvark getting that interceptor. F3 and A4 again. That seems to be right there. DOD
I guess
taking
that was
those
right.
2. There you go, Z, calling it.
Too bad we didn't have a prediction going on that one. I would have made some stream credits, just like you guys can. Make sure you watch out for those predictions when they go up.
Now we've got the light fighter and I believe the interceptor left to be picked. So again, is it gonna be Foxhound or Aardvark along with possibly the F-16 or F1?
I would say MiG-31 F-16 has been the common answer to that. They seem to be the most popular interceptor, most popular light fighter.
Now, again, I don't know Deviant's preferences so far. I'm wondering if they're going to go Aardvark or Foxhounds, and they do not go after the interceptor. F-16, though.
Su-25, they're filling in their attacker spot.
Filling in the attacker spot to mirror that A4 with the Su-25 Frogfoot, leaving interceptor up to the pick of DOD.
F-14, F-111, or MiG-31. It's to me it was kind of nuts to do that because that attacker spot was already filled by Bird Dog picking A4. Why even bother, like, get forced into that being your last one? You know what I mean? You could have picked whichever interceptor you wanted that was still left. But maybe they had some strategy I'm not aware of going on here.
There's the Foxhound and the F1 there for DOD. Again, the differences in tactics from these teams. Maybe Deviant, maybe they're not as comfortable with the interceptor play and they want to solidify that up-close battle. Maybe that, is the deciding factor on why they're picking the planes that they are. But now,
I don't know, but they already had
off the field.
Yeah, F-14 going for their interceptor over on Deviant, Ace Faction. I don't know, man. Like, maybe they just didn't care about which interceptor they got, but picking the Su-25 was a bold move after the A4 had already been picked.
There we go again. You get to see your Tomcat followed by the M2K, solidifying the medium spot for Deviant to mirror that F3 with the M2K. Bird taking the 22 as far as their heavy fighters. So again, speed, maneuverability, good picks, good composition for both sides. So again,
the second time today you get to see my F14 come out. That's all I know. Ace Faction, make us proud. Let's see you use that thing.
Let's see if he brings in the red paint once again as well. So again, that thing sticks out like a sore thumb in the sky, but if you get your missiles off quick enough, it doesn't matter if they see you.
I mean, the Red Baron was red, right? He got a lot of kills, but I don't know. That was World War I days.
There we go. We got the map changed to Crucible now. We were still on Stormbreak for just a second. Again, give a thank you to Tyler for helping us out today. New to the spot. He's learning as we go. But again, we appreciate all his help that he is doing, getting all these people rounded up and ready to go for us. Trying to keep the show on the road as much as possible. So y'all make sure, give a shout out to old Tyler Sesko over here. Mr.
Definitely.
Island Boy, Mr. Facebook Boy. What was all the names you had for him?
Facebook Boy. He loves it when you call him Facebook Boy, Island Boy. Because I'm Island Boy. Here we go, Crucible. Speaking of islands.
Chat, you gotta say it. Here we go, Deviant. DOD. Once again.
Coming on the field. Best of 5. Remember, we do have the opportunity to get to Crimson. Countdown Stone Forest. Then Crimson, the final 3 maps. But here we're starting with Crucible, then going to Stormbreak for sure.
Ace Faction going up. He's got the white mastery paint on the F14 instead of the red, but still just as beautiful in that sunlight.
Blends in with the clouds a little bit better than the red, though, I have to say.
Now again,
glistening gold canopy and gold lines as Ace Faction comes around to start lining up his interceptor run.
Wings are out. He's turning, looking for a target. I don't think either team has made it close enough for a merge just yet, but now we've got volleys, multi-lockout. Oh,
that's laid on the flares. I knew that was coming. He's down by that MiG-31.
F-14 goes down quickly, and now he finds himself on a disadvantage 1 on 4. Still a minute 55 left.
DOD just cleaning up. Only an F-16 of Cowboy left on the Deviant's side. He's going to be chased by 4 DOD.
Oh, there we go. He was already limping, and they put him out of his misery, giving the first win in the match to DOD. Now, it seems like for this Crucible maps that we're seeing in these first rounds, you know, it's a little bit slow going to start with, but once they move into that middle, it's almost like a mosh pit at a Metallica concert. It goes very, very quickly.
Maybe a Slipknot concert would be a better reference than Metallica, but violence.
Either one, all the maggots dancing in the crowd with the mosh pit there. It's just destruction. Back to back is destruction trying to find its way to Ace Faction as they volley once again. Faster flares
like
prove too effective.
He dodged those much better than he did the last time. But Deviant already down 1, 4 on 5 in DOD's favor.
Those long-range radar missiles, when they find their mark, it's almost like 2 cups of espresso straight in the morning. It'll definitely wake you up. Got a merge in middle radio, takes out Cowboy. Oh, ADV goes down as well.
Only the Su-25.
Oh, quick turn of events. F-bomb looks like he's last to be there. And Pigmay said he's not going to allow it to go on for too much longer as the final missile finds its mark on the Frogfoot. Pigmay with the last kill.
Advancing to Stormbreak. 1-0 over Deviant. Let's see if Deviant's going to swap anything out. I still say it was a bad choice to choose that intercept or to choose that attacker before that interceptor, you could have taken that big 31 out of Bird Dog's hands.
Yes, that is, I mean, because again, we've seen Bird Dog put that 31 on display multiple times so far in this tournament. So again, it makes me wonder if they're just more comfortable with these up-close planes, if that was where the idea was coming from. But again, Stormbreak, perfect map to put it on display. We're about to find out.
In NASCAR, they say that the races are won in the pits, and I feel that here at the MSI, these matches are won in the picks and bans phase. You know, like what you can do with the planes and what you know your opponent can do with the planes definitely makes a huge difference. So we're finding out the hard way, the good way. This is how everybody learns and has fun.
Again, Stormbreak again on the horizon. Deviant's got the opportunity to change a plane, pilots, or mods. Are they going to be making any adjustments? No, says Ace Faction. They are set in their ways.
Hey, well, let's find out if it pays out for them.
Again, awaiting one more pilot to ready up. They're getting ready to go back into the destruction here. Again, this is best of 5. So will we see past countdown? Can Deviant bring it back to maybe see these last 2 maps of the day? So I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see, but we're about to find out. Y'all drop the hype in the chat.
Remember, this is best of 3, so you have to win 3, not necessarily, or best of 5. You need to win 3 to advance.
Yes, if DoD can continue the sweep, it will end on countdown. But like I said, we're seeing if Deviant can make some adaptations to maybe try to tie it up here. Let's see. Ace
Remember,
Faction going up.
last time we rarely got to Icebound when it was the last map. The fire, multi-fire, flare.
Oh! One finds its home. Faster players out trying to get away.
You got 2 more coming in. No, he's way too soon on that flare.
Might have been a little disastrous having those wings out, taken away from the speed there. Probably would have been better to keep them back, try to get behind that terrain, but just a little bit too late.
Yeah, a lot closer. You can sweep down and do a lot more steering yet before you need those wings out.
Oh, we've already got a win in the books for DoD here at Stormbreak as they sweep it 5 across the board. Now with 1 win in the match.
Flawless victory.
Flawless victory. Let's see if they can continue the trends. Bird Dog going up, taking high perch. 22 over there, shadowing to his left. Everybody else surveilling that middle land. F-14 volleys. One missile misses. Second one misses.
That's all he got out. He only got 2 off.
Bird Dog sent 3 back, but it didn't look like either one of them found their home either. ADB in a bad spot, though. Drizzy gets taken out.
He's gonna pay for it. Yeah, he's gonna pay for it. That's a 4 to 5 match right now. DoD in the DoD's advantage.
5-on-3 situation now. F-bomb now taking damage from the back. He's less than half now. Both of them in a bad spot.
He's being chased down by A4 and F1, destroying F-bomb in that Su-25. Cowboy in that F-16 at the reload, he's gotten destroyed by that F-22. Just Ace Faction left in the F-14, and that's the end of him too.
For much longer there, Bird putting the last nail in the coffin there for that 14. Now DoD going up 2-0 in the set. They're 1 win away from securing that 3rd place spot.
That was probably the fastest match of the day. That was pretty fast.
I mean, so far we've seen a couple of them that haven't gone past the 2-minute mark so far, but again, yeah, we were not here for very long as DoD again, another flawless victory.
Flawless victory. But it's all down to countdown now, so Deviant needs to win that countdown, or this is where their journey ends.
Yes, chat, will we see past countdown? Can Deviant bring it back to put a point on the board to allow us to see this 4th map? Or is DoD going to put them out of their misery to get that 3rd place spots to make sure they move on to the playoffs. What do you think's going to happen, folks? What do you think's going to happen?
I'd like to see Stone Forest, but I don't know if Deviant can pull it off. They haven't won a single match yet against DOD right now, so
yeah, they seem a little bit discombobulated, but it looks like they are going to make a swap this time. Ace Faction announcing F111 will be joining the field instead of the Tomcat. Maybe that passive with the wings back can offset these interceptor battles that Bird has been dominant in so far.
Well, they're all readied up. We're all readied up. Chat, are you hyped? Are you readied up? Let's get going here as elimination mode in countdown loads. Deviant versus DOD. Deviant must win to stay in.
Yeah, this is a very, very big must-win for Deviant. It could all end here for them, for their MSI hopes. Again, DOD with the foot on the throat. Can they fight back and get back on their feet?
Well, you know, they say it's dangerous to put a wolf in the corner. These guys are in the corner now, so are they wolves? We'll find out.
Oh, Ace Faction a little bit out of bounds here. He's gonna have to get back in, but he'll have enough time to do that. I think he's trying to give himself as much room as possible before he starts launching these volleys.
I think we missed that too. Ace Faction switched out to Tomcat for the F111.
Oh, did not matter there. Bird said, "You will take my missiles nonetheless," as he takes down Ace Faction first in the match.
There goes Necro Man. It's a 3-on-2. M2K going after that big 31.
He got him.
He got him. Yeah, he got him.
Swamp takes out Bird Dog, but it's now
only radio left.
Oh, and they win the war of attrition there as DOD gets first point of the match. Bird Dog going up, highly, highly comfortable again in that Foxhound. Going back to UZ, questionable decision, not picking that first. I'm wondering if that decision's weighing heavy on him now.
I mean, if you watched enough of these, you know that in pretty much order of picking the J20, the MiG-31, the F111, and then the F14 as far as most popular picks amongst interceptors.
Oh, Pigmay takes out Tizzy. There with the F3 swap there to take out Pigmay for revenge. Still 4-on-4. Trying to reach out and get him. Oh, just enough speed to keep him out of trouble.
111 using the tunnel to get into cover. Oh, but not enough. That F1 just waiting. Necroman taking him down.
I think I saw in the kill feed Cowboy crashing there, drops it down to 1. DOD taking the points to put the last nail in the coffin, as I've said before. That is all she wrote. Again, Swamp trying to keep him in there. MVP spot with his M2K, but not quite enough to keep him in as Radio and Bird Dog rounding up the rest of the podium and securing the third place spot for DOD. They will be moving on to the playoffs. Deviants, we will say GG's to you. Thank you for competing. We appreciate it, and hopefully we will see you again in the future. But DOD will be moving on for third place.
But before we get there, we have another match coming up, and it is the two finalists from the last MSI, the Dark Knights versus the Grim Reapers in a best of 5. This one's probably going to go to the distance, but it's going to be the last one for today. When we get back, it's time for a break, y'all. Go get some coffee, go get some water, go pee, do what you got to do. We'll be right back. Guys, we are back, and I am so excited for this next part. I've been waiting this entire day for this. So before we get into our next batch, here's a quick word from our sponsor.
Metalstorm sent me a message that I had a delivery inbound. Then this showed up, direct from Thrustmaster. Let's crack it open. Inside, Thrustmaster's brand new AVA base paired with their precision-built FA-18 flight stick. The moment you lift it out, you feel it. Solid metal construction, no wiggle, no wasted space. I've flown nearly every Thrustmaster setup over the years, and this one just feels right. Adjustable resistance dampeners you can dial in, and an ergonomic grip that's pure jet pilot DNA. It's smooth, sturdy, and looks like it belongs in the cockpit of an FA-18. I've flown a lot of Thrustmaster sticks, but this one, it's easily my favorite. Smooth controls, rock-solid ergonomics, and it looks incredible on the desk. If you want to feel like a fighter pilot, look like a fighter pilot, and fly like a fighter pilot, Thrustmaster's got you covered.
Right. Only Zulu fans.
Just your hand.
Well, guys, that is an amazing Thrustmaster product. But for right now, we have one of these available for giveaway. Keyword for the next 5 minutes, TM HOTAS in the chat. Get it in there. Get it done. Amazing stuff. Also, there's even more Thrustmaster stuff. Use promo code Full Throttle over at the Metalstorm, playmetalstorm.com store for your Thrustmaster icon and banner set in game. So tons of stuff going on today. Amazing. I hope you like that video. It was a labor of love for me. But what do we got coming up, Sin?
We've got, sorry, I was typing in mine for the giveaway for the Thrustmaster. I wouldn't mind having one.
I don't blame
myself.
you. I don't blame you.
We have the final set is upon us, y'all. And for those of y'all that think that this set is going to look very, very familiar to the history that we have, that is MSI. Dark Knights versus the Grim Reapers. Again, they were the finalists of the last one. They duked it out all the way till the last match. So this is going to be deciding who is going to be leaving day one in first and who's going to be leaving day one in second place. Again, chat, I would love to see, what are your predictions? Who are you voting for? Who are you rooting for? Dark Knights versus Grim Reapers is upon us. Now, we are awaiting the bands here, and it looks like with the spelling J20,
oh, wow,
out for us. And Dom again with the surprising first time today, F106 is banned. They do not want to see this going nuclear. So, I mean, going against the Grim, going against Dark Knights again, Grim does not want to see that nuclear option across the field from them.
That leaves the MiG-19 on the board, though, so what are they going to pick?
Yeah, MiG-19 is on the board.
That was, maybe that's what they were hoping for. Maybe they wanted that MiG-19 to come out. It is like a one-shot missile kill for an interceptor. That's...
Yes, it's going to be very interesting to see if the MiG-19 is this first picked plane for the first time today, or are they going to just leave the ball in the court of the other team? Let's see. I believe it'll be up to Dark Knights.
Again, we need that Jeopardy music playing for when these guys are picking and banning. You just got to imagine what it sounds like in your mind so that we don't get copyright strikes. I guess we could whistle it, right, Sid? Don't you play the guitar? Well. Just get the guitar and play that.
I could rig something up. TDK is first. Yes. Are we team A? There's a little bit of confusion for the placements.
The Dark Knights are first. Yeah, well, that's because both these guys are the same squad normally. So Even they're getting confused, I think.
Yeah, also Star Knight saying he's a little bit tired, so it might be a little bit late for him. Although MSI has made it a little more comparable this year, starting 2 hours earlier than we normally do to try to help compensate for some of these across the pond teams. Because we know that some of these teams are putting or sacrificing the time of their day being up late to be able to compete in these tournaments. So again, thank you to these pilots.
That's what you're telling them. I think it's because it was interfering with your dinner time before.
Yeah, you know I gotta have my Wendy's afterwards. But before I have my Wendy's, Nick Zuko announcing Rafal will be the first pick for the Dark Knight. So let's see what Grim's gonna be answering with. I believe it'll be the 19, and I wonder what the second pick's gonna be. Possibly ADV? 19 ADV, maybe?
That's a good combo.
Now, they could go Interceptor, take the Foxhound out of the hands of the Dark Knights as well. Again, that being a favorite Interceptor plane to level it down to the F-111 and the Tomcat again.
These guys practice in the F-16 all the time, F-16 on F-16. So I really wouldn't be surprised if somebody took the F-16 over the MiG-19. But
I mean it's, with the skills that these guys have, again, you would be right. They are very used to that plane. I just don't know if I would pick that over the unmistakable firepower of the 19. And again, 19 ADV hits the field for Grim.
There you go. I wonder who they're going to put in the 19 now. I'm curious to see that.
I mean, honestly, they probably, again, have their pick of the litter as far as who they could put in just about any plane. All of these guys could swap out roles.
Well, if Grim's got MiG-19, then you know the Dark Knights need the A4, and they also chose the F-111 as their interceptor.
So F-111, again, getting picked before the Foxhound. I want to note that. F-111 being picked above the Foxhound again. Dark Knight's taking it, leaving it open for Grim to take it.
It's either the passive or the fact that it's got 6 long-range missiles. I had to get with those guys and ask them, like, why they chose the F-111 over the MiG-31. There you go.
I mean, being able to take
that's a good choice right there.
Last bit of damage, but again, Ares and company answering back. Typhoon and the Su-25 Frogfoot will be hitting the field for Grim.
Typhoon, a good choice with that passive. I still say the Typhoon passive is probably the best passive of all of them, in my opinion, of course.
Team A awaiting the pick. The last two, again, make sure you are spamming that code in the chat while we are awaiting. And now Dark Knights has announced their next 2 picks.
F-22 and the F-16, and then the Grim Reaper's going to fill out their block with the MiG-31.
Alrighty then, the planes are set, and now we are again awaiting the winner of the giveaway. As soon as we get confirmation, we'll be able to announce that. But folks, the electricity is in the air. The electricity is in the air. We are back at this setting, y'all.
I want to know who's going to win the HOTAS. And join me as a Thrustmaster user. I want to know who's going to win today's Group A qualifier. I want to know so much stuff, and it's not even Christmas.
I see Jesse's typing.
Fall.
We will see the winner.
It's still fall.
Z-Man, who is the winner?
JDC Dean. Let me see you in the chat. JDC Dean is the winner of the T16000M HOTAS from Thrustmaster. JDC Dean, please say something in the chat so that Jesse can get a hold of you.
Yes, sir. Congratulations.
Yeah, please stop. You can stop spamming TM HOTAS. The contest is over.
Contest is over for the giveaway, but the contest is just beginning. Grim, the Dark Knights, final set of the day, and here we go. Let's get it on, Z.
Let's get it on. Hey guys, don't forget to go over and use code FULLTHROTTLE at playmetalstorm.com to get your icon and banner.
Now, I will say this, we've been seeing highlights back to back to back all day long, just to put it out there for folks. Hashtag show us your medal for anybody that has any clips you'd like to share it online, whether it be from MSI or from your own matches, make sure you drop them in over there so that we can all check it out. Hashtag show us your metal.
Show us your metal. Here we go. Interceptors already exchanging. I don't think that MiG-31 took a hit yet.
Oh,
Fox 1 flew right over top of, like, MiG-31's got a gun and some, you know, shorter range missiles. I'm surprised they didn't even shoot.
I know when you're moving at high speeds up there in the air like that, now that you got the arc, maybe this is proven why they picked the
Turn
hard
fight,
part.
interceptor turn fight over Crucible happening right now.
Oh, 31 turns off first, the speed of those missiles get through.
Oh, get him with that second one. Wow,
He's
this is
got to
crazy
run.
action.
First deaths on the field, and now they're going down like dominoes. We're already
It's
on a 2-on-2.
Just shows the skill of both of these teams to do nothing but trade with each other all the time.
I mean, split-second differences here could matter the most for matches like this. Again, 2-on-2 coming up on 1:20 left.
I'm gonna say that Typhoon's a game changer. I'm calling it early. You gotta say that Typhoon's a game changer.
Now the Typhoon just now getting help. He's gonna have to venture back into the middle.
He's got coverage from that ADV right above him, though.
They're doing good crossfire tactics there, trying to bait one out, take advantage of the weakest link. But again, neither team's budging so far. But now, 22 may be in a bad spot.
Nick Zuko running away from that ADV.
Now I want to mention Typhoon again, having that 39-degree turn rate and the guns there. He takes down Wet Bandit, but he's looking away
can he get to
himself.
the health? Is he his passive? Oh, did he get to the health or no?
Oh, his pass is active now, but I don't think he's gonna have enough time. There it goes.
Oh, he didn't.
One-on-one situation
ADV
now.
versus F-22. 23 seconds left.
ADV's running. He's in a bad spot.
Chug's like,
22.
no. Chug goes down.
Nick Zuko there,
Dark
nail in the
Knight.
coffin.
Round 1 of Crucible going to the Dark Knights. That was as close as we've seen yet today.
Gracious, gracious. They are definitely giving each other a run for their money as we're now in round 2. Fights.
All right, I want to know who had a interceptor on interceptor turn fight over Crucible on their bingo card. Because if you did, I think you won today.
Now, again, Dom trying to make sure he is the highest plane in the sky. Now turning his sights on that F-111 like he's got a bounty on him. Missiles are out. 2 away, 3 away, 4 away.
Oh,
One
there's a hit.
crosses mark.
Oh, that's it. Fox 1 is down. Looks like TDK is down 2 already, so... Oh, down 3.
Oh,
So it's 2 on 4.
Situation, yes. Situation is getting dire right now for Muffin and Company.
The Reapers have said, we will not go quietly into the night.
Ares there in the MiG-19 Farmer.
That's
Again,
it.
Beam Rider finds its way there as they tie it back up.
Ares is deadly in that MiG-19. 1-to-1 Dark Knights, Grim Reapers here at Crucible.
No clean sweep this time on Crucible again. Both of these teams mirroring each other, trying not to let either one go because it could come down to literally one person making the difference here.
You gotta be a little more cautious with that F-111. Move more towards the ridge of the map, away from the center and out of the range of that MiG-31. To give him a chance to put missiles out on other planes besides just the interceptors, so that's a wise decision.
First death of the match. Chug takes out Nick Zuko. Scott Demon takes out Star Knight. Wildcat takes out Ares. Again, quick turn of events. Wet Bandit turning, trying to get those F-16 guns around, but now he's in trouble himself as he decides to turn off, but not quick enough. A4 limping as well. Wildcat. Z-Man, I'm not sure. You might be muted. I see you talking, but I don't hear you, buddy.
Sorry about that.
Oh, Big Muffin goes down. I believe he found the terrain. Fox won.
4-1, Su-25 left.
Su-25 in a bad spot. Wildcat trying to get around on them. Both of them's hurt. Scott even trying to stay out of the way. Minute 25 left.
Su-25 A4 turn fight with an F-111 creeping around in the background there.
Let's see if Scott Demon can use his slight maneuverability. He's got that rope, but again, not ideal, and he gets taken down.
The Dark Knights winning at Crucible. Moving on to Stormbreak.
Dark Knights, yes, with the advantage going into the second round of this set. They take it at Crucible. Fox won in the F-111, bringing an MVP spot. Big Muffin on his team for the FGR4, trying to keep his team in there, not quite enough, as Wildcat rounds up the podium. Again, Dark Knights, first win of the set.
That was some beautiful play on both sides. Very close matches. No clean sweeps, no flawless victories. Just straight up action. Interceptor turn fights over Crucible. MiG-19 Beam Riders. Let's go. More
Little
to
bit of
come
something
as
for everybody.
little something for everybody. Stormbreak coming up. Let's see if the Reapers are going. It looks like they're probably going to stay the same. 4 of them are ready already. They're all readied up, so I guess they're going. They're not swapping nothing. They're staying like that, like they had it.
They're comfortable with what they got. Again, it came down to those micro transactions, as I'd call them, in the matches, the little bitty things. Timing, even just one flare can make a difference in battles like this, again, with these very evenly matched teams. But Metalstorm's being put on full display for our entertainment here. No switches from Grim as they're ready to get back into it. Stormbreak, here we go.
Dark Knight and Grim moving on to, like, they've done this before, I think, once or twice.
Yeah, I think they've been in these situations multiple times through their flying careers. Again, very, very aware of the tension here, but these guys, I know they can handle it very well and giving us nothing but the best plays. That's all I can say about teams like this. I mean, gracious, they do put on a good show.
These are the 2 top teams in the game, according to the MSI from last time, right? If we just purely judge their skill on their performance last MSI, we know that this is the #1 and the #2 team, right?
I mean, exactly. History repeating itself here. Again, they're finding themselves in these first round of matches, though. Dom, he sent out 4 missiles. None of them found their home, and now he's having to do the dance himself, and it doesn't look like, oh, one finds him.
He got found. Yep.
The very last one.
Still 2 down. The Dark Knights. Only the Su-25 of the Grim Reapers down. So we have a 3-on-4 situation here.
3-on-4 Ares again, and that MiG-19 showing his dominance, taking out Wildcat.
Only the F-111 surviving. Now we have a 4-on-1. It's amazing how quick tides turn.
Oh, are we going to see a beam riding sniper right here? There we go. Ares reaching out to get him. I saw him getting hungry for it. Coming around the mountain, and he sent it down the line in the sky to get him.
Ares is amazing with those long-range beam rider shots, man. I've seen him take some that I would think were impossible to make.
Again, Fox 1 going up, trying to get higher than that Foxhound again, but he's already got a missile coming his way from downfield. One misses. Second one misses. Third one misses. Oh, he got the faster players out in time. 5th one, 6th one, 7th one misses. He's putting on a display. 8th one miss. 9th one miss. Gracious.
And now we got another turn fight. That MiG-31's out of missiles.
Oh,
he's going to have to run for the deck.
31 finding himself on the bad spot of that turn. Not quick enough there as the hard part gets him. Maybe
Now we
this
see
is
why the
reason
aardvark
why.
was changed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gracious.
Hey, if you're comfortable in whatever you're flying, you know, that's what you do. Ares goes down, though. 84 F-111 left, Su-30, Su-25, and Typhoon on the Grim Reapers.
2-on-2 situation here. Minute left. A4 barely left by. Doesn't make it by. As now it's a 1-on-1
F-111
situation.
on a Typhoon. Typhoon also has 2 long-range missiles, and it has that passive ability. Minute and 30 seconds left. Let's see what he's gonna do. Is he gonna try and go for that F-111, or is he gonna wait and camp the ring spawn?
Now, with the 111 being as nimble and maneuverable as he has been so far, making these missiles not meet their mark, only having those 2, he may want to take the situation of try to use his speed and maneuverability to stay around this terrain and maybe try to grab this overtime ring unless he can bait that aardvark low enough down to get him.
Well, don't forget, he does still have infrared, so if he can get in close enough,
He
Typhoon
does,
is
he
not
does.
a slow aircraft.
By no means. 901 top speed, 39-degree turn rate with Delta Wing trait. Again, it is a plane that can get where it needs to get in a hurry, but we now have 40 seconds left to see this overtime ring pop up. Will it come to this, or can one of them get lucky?
Well, we know who's going to win in the gunfight if it comes down to racing the ring.
I have seen crazier things. Aardvark with a head-on hit with the plane itself. I mean, shoot, anything can happen at the MSI. 15 seconds left to decide it, though, folks. Overtime ring looks like it's going to come into play. Aardvark's lining up for it. 10 seconds.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. He's got the passive, though. He only got 1 hit.
He got the hit on the passive. He
is.
might reach it. He might reach it. He does. The passive gets him the air, baby.
Passive for the win. There you go. That's
Hold it.
And he has the fuel mod, so he had the thrust. Oh man, that was so good.
What
Wow,
a
good
reach
job.
by Muffin, making my dream come true. Thank you, sir. Establishing the victory again for Grim. Now it is 1-1 in the sets. Are we tied up, Z? I believe we are.
We are tied. It is the Dark Knights took Crucible, but the Grim Reapers took Stormbreak. We are moving on to Countdown, where it's anybody's game yet. We are still best of 5, so first team to 3 both have 1 right now. Someone needs to win 2 more times. Who's it gonna be?
Who's it gonna be indeed? Because like I said, anything can happen in the MSI, and there you go is a platform to see directly how these passives affect these high-level tournament plays, and that is prime example right there. That situation would not have happened without that passive. Gracious.
I did call it.
Good
I did
play.
tell you that the FGR passive is going to be a game changer, and it for sure just showed itself right there. So here we go.
Yes,
we are 1
tied
to
up right
1.
now. 1-1, neck and neck. Dark Knights and
Crucible
Grim still at it.
Stormbreak.
Now, we will finally see past Countdown for the first time today as well, folks. So, again, Grim and Dark Knights giving us a treat here. But we will see who's going to go into that new map with the advantage. Again, we got to get past Countdown first. It's Dark Knights deliberating on any changes that they would like to make. Again, plane pilot or mod, they have the opportunity.
Tyler's asking that somebody in Twitch chat hope that they clipped that ring cap, but if not, it will be on the VOD, so we could always go back and make a timestamp.
Again, clips like that are perfect for the hashtag show us your medal. Remember, stick that in your mind. Any kind of moments like that, we all want to see it and enjoy it for ourselves. So hashtag show us your medal. Drop your clips there on whatever platform you would like to drop your favorite clips on. So again, we love to see it. Love to see it.
Just waiting to see if the Dark Knights want to change something up. They have 2 guys that are not ready yet, so they may be debating on whether they're going to change. Not sure how long we're going to give them before we say, okay, that's a forfeit.
Gonna have to drop the gavel. We're changing mods, apparently, according to the Wet Bandit on the Dark Knight side.
5 seconds or forfeit. Jeez. All right, we're going in.
There we go. We're in the loading screen. Countdown. Here we go.
They must have heard me. They were worried. Dark Knight's coming out on countdown first against the Grim Reapers. Let's get it on.
Let's get it on. Who will have the advantage going into the next map? Again, countdown, newest map to hit. Metalstorm as a whole, again, it's interesting to see how these guys attack this, but it all starts with the interceptors.
They have the highest ceiling and the furthest range. Let's see if he can get back into the battle before he times out and ejects.
He just wanted to touch it just a little bit. Test the volley back out. F-111 got back and forth, neither one find their home. And now we've got the 31 guns. He gets him clipped a little bit, but not enough to take him down.
Oh, it looks like they're in a rolling scissors now. We had turn fights and rolling scissors of interceptors. MiG-31 gun is showing why interceptors with guns actually make sense.
Turning the bus around to get those high-powered guns in the box.
Wiping them out, man.
Oh my gosh, that's it.
Wipe out. That was a fast round.
Fast round at countdown. Again, that countdown didn't last too long, as now Grim going in with the advantage in the match, 1-0. FGR4 getting targeted in the distance now. Aardvark sending 2 outs before he has to turn off himself.
Yeah, he's getting sandwiched by FGR longs and now MiG-31 longs.
Oh, he's in a bad spot right now. 31 trying to line up with him. He's close enough to the guns, and he gets him with the guns.
You have to, man. That was a sticky spot to be in, and we should find out why.
Even if you don't get a connection on those 2 long range from the Typhoon, just enough to knock him down a couple of players allows that box down to get in position.
Only 8-4 left for the Dark Knights, man. The Grim Reapers are just cleaning up here.
Grim Reapers locked in for countdown as they sweep it. Gracious, they get it right there. A clean sweep on the second round of that match as they move on now 2-1 in the sets. Moving on to the next map. Again, gracious, that was quick work. Quick work for Grim right there.
So if Grim Reapers win that Stone Forest, they advance. Well, both teams advance, right? If not, then we go on to, what is the last map? Crimson. We haven't even made it to Crimson, so Stone Forest right next. And if the Dark Knights win at Stone Forest, then we go to Crimson.
Yeah, right now, basically, these 2 teams are fighting over who's going to be able to get that bye in the first round of the playoffs. So, again, they're trying to play for that cushion to allow themselves to maybe see all of this live game tapes of the teams that they've got coming back their way. So, again, it's a pretty place to be sitting if you can get it there. And that's what we're trying to decide here. But right now, Grim's a little closer, 2-1 in the set. Dark Knights may have a swap. Again, the deliberation is on the field right now, so let's see if they're going to be making any changes other than just the mods this time around.
I often wonder if they do these little wait sessions just as like a psych out, or if guys are going pee or something before their next match.
It could, I mean, again, high tension on the bladders during stuff like this, I wouldn't be surprised.
We can all ask Tyler about that. He knows all about it.
Now, it looks like everybody's readied up. They're ready to get back into the action. And for the first time today, Stone Forest hitting the field for the MSI. It's best of 5 again, folks. Grim, one more win here, secures their first place spot, or can Dark Knights tie it back up?
Let's find out. Right now, as we go into Stone Forest, the Dark Knights and the Grim Reapers, one more time, at least. Let's get it on.
Let's Let's get it on. Moving in. Now, how are they going to be attacking the Stone Forest again? Probably going to start Interceptors first, but it's going to depend on who can move into the middle field here and take command first. I believe that's going to be the difference maker if they don't win it up in the air.
Or do you stay on the outskirts and just use, it looks like they're moving in, but there's many different strategies here on the forest, but
now I want people to take notice again when you're watching teams like these two. Again, watch how these people move in formation into where they need to get. That is the solidity of the teamwork that we're being seen put on display for us today. Oh, he had a bounce.
Jug bouncing.
A little bit of dirt trail there. He does not.
TDK already lost their fall, and Aries just, man, they're going down fast. That's 3 Dark Knights out. F111 4, only 1 left. 5
Aries
on 1.
is hungry with that farmer there, left and right. B-Riders, he might get the last one too, and he gets a
There goes. Wow, that was a quick one. Grim Reaper's cleaning up.
Gracious. Grim Reaper said they are here to compete. No more laying back. Foot, pedal to the metal. Let's go, Grim. 1 win away from securing this first spot.
Makes you wonder if the Dark Knights are now regretting having banned N2K or the F106 rather than the MiG-19.
Yeah, leaving that farmer on the field, definitely a questionable event there, and they're feeling the sting of it here in this Stone Forest rounds. Oh, 31, Fox 1.
He took a missile in the brain.
We got a joust. They're turning back for more. Coming back in for seconds. Who's going to get it? Oh!
Look at that scissor fight coming in. MiG-31 still half health, but he's got guns and some closer range missiles than the F111 with their long lock time. But he's diving down for lips. Oh, that's bold.
A little early on the faster flares there, but it proved very good for him as that missile does not find its home.
Yeah,
watch the spin. Fox 1, gracious. I think
now he's in a bad spot again.
There.
Wow. Oh, he nicked him 120 damage.
Using the turn rate of that aardvark there again with the wings out. He's able to do it. But it turns off for the FTR4 instead. That aardvark sole survivor there for the Dark Knights right now. He's running for his life, minute 20 with the farmer
there's
again.
those long-range beam riders from Aries. Oh, he didn't get the health.
Aardvark running for his life.
He's got missiles coming at him from every direction.
FGR4 found a strike, got him slightly damaged there. He's got his wings back, so he took a little bit less damage, but now the barrage comes in.
This from the cockpit. No, no, no.
And there is all she wrote it, folks. Grim with their 3rd win in the sets. Securing their first place spot here, going 2-0 at Stone Forest again. Aries, MiG-19, MVP, going back to what Z said, they're feeling the sting of leaving that on the field. Aries put on a display. Big Muffin right behind him in 2nd place. Chuggy in 3rd place, rounding up the podium. Again, Grim, 3-0 in the set. They are now our first place spot for the qualifiers. Dark Knights leaving in 2nd place. Again, still sitting pretty, but they do not get that bye week.
And don't forget that today is only day 1. We still have more action tomorrow coming up yet, so you guys got to stay tuned. Well, I mean, just this weekend. Tomorrow, like let's not put us through the entire weekend to Monday.
I don't know. I'm all for it, man. I'm stocked up on energy drinks. We can get it on. It's all right.
Well, we always get it on. What else we got?
All right, folks. Day 1 is in the books. Again, Grim Reaper securing 1st place spot. Dark Knight 2nd place. DOD in the 3rd spots. They will be our 3 moving on from Group A qualifiers, moving on to the playoffs. But again, as Z has stated, we've got more chaos on the way.
20 short hours from now, we will be back, Sinister and I, to bring you Group B qualifiers 2025 Fall MSI. Until then.
Until then, see you tomorrow, folks. Bring the hype with you.